If you consistently follow these 4 steps, promotions are just going to start coming to you so easily that maybe you even get them when you're not even trying or want them. What if I told you that getting promoted at work is actually really easy? And it's not about working harder, it's not about taking on more tasks, it's about being perceived as a leader. And it's not something we're taught. I've seen this and experienced it myself over and over again. Amazing, hardworking, really smart people getting overlooked. Let's take Andy, for example. Andy works his ass off. He says yes to everything, he cranks out the hours, he's smart, he's helpful. But Andy's also really quiet and humble, and he just believes that his work is going to speak for itself. And because of that, he never speaks up in meetings, he doesn't really talk to leadership, and he doesn't get promoted. Now, let me tell you about people like Cheryl. Cheryl's not working more than Andy. She's not even the smartest person in the room. But you know what she does do? She knows how to play the perception game, the leadership game. She makes a point in every meeting to speak. Maybe that's a thoughtful question or an insight. She builds relationships in her organization with decision makers. She focuses her time on high impact, high visible projects. And she sends weekly updates to her manager of what she's accomplished. She's seen as a leader and she gets promoted faster. And not only that, she has a ton more energy for things outside of work because she's not burning herself out. And Cheryl isn't even playing politics, which is just being seen as a strategic, impactful, good person to work with. And the good news is you can start taking the same steps. I'm going to break this down into 4 really simple steps. The first one is make sure you're speaking up in meetings. And this could even just mean you speak up once, but you ask a thoughtful follow-up question, or you offer an insight that no one else was thinking about. Studies have shown that the people who speak more in meetings are actually viewed more as leaders. It doesn't even matter what they say. 2, roll with the leaders. This could just be you casually messaging a decision maker in your organization to have a cup of coffee, ask them about their career journey. Make it a point to do this every few months. And when you build that trust and visibility, they're going to remember you when they're thinking about who can take on a certain project or who should get promoted that year. 3, own your time and learn how to say no. The biggest downfall of high achievers is that they end up saying yes to everything, but this is not what actually gets you promoted. What gets you promoted is working on the projects and tasks that have high impact, high visibility on your project or in your organization. I have a free worksheet that you can use to make that decision of whether or not to take on a task, or if you're at capacity and can't, how to effectively communicate that to your manager. And I'm obviously not talking about the things that we just have to do at work because it's part of our job. I'm talking about all those little extra things that start to build up in our to-do list that we don't actually have to be doing. 4th, share your work. Every week, no matter how incomplete you think something is, share the progress that you're making on your tasks. Any open questions that you have, the work that you put in to complete something, the feedback that you got. You want to be constantly communicating this. All you have to do is learn how to be Cheryl. Let me know the one thing that you're going to focus on this week from this list of 4 things and leave them in the comments, and I will see you next time.